City, welcome to Denver. This is Empower Field at Mile High. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go here from Mile High. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League. 29-year-old quarterback, Josh Allen, in the prime of his career.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Allen now on 2nd down. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Play action. It's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
In motion, Shakir. Allen to throw again. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Cook. 1st down and more inside the 15. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
1st and 10.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole.
And he'll take it on in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and, Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff now for Harvey. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Ogunjobi on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Buffalo.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
He'll step up and run. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. He'll get 10 there on the keeper, and that's going to be good for a first down.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, and we just saw why there.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. In motion goes Cooks. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. To the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Allen gonna give it to Cook. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is incomplete, but there is a flag. It is back at the line of scrimmage, and this could be a first down.
Automatic first down.
gun, here's Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Bills.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. They'll begin this drive, 1st and 10. On the zone read, this is Nix. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harvey. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Christian Benford brings him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 7. Throwing. Nix. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short. And that's going to make it 4th down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Bills offense back onto the field for their next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have a Bills first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
He'll find his running back, Cook. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Allen to throw. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And a fair catch is taken, and he's just inside the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, they've punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing is Nix. That's caught by Harvey. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Shakir to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
He gets this complete to Shakir. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Down the field, he's got the hook up to Shakir. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's another
big-time play there for Buffalo. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Throwing again, it's Allen. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brandon Cooks. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 3-yard line.
So after 1, 14-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. Now it's 2nd and 1 as we are ready to get back underway. They'll run with Cook. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Allen on 3rd down. And he's in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 6. Quickly to the outside and complete. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed, so they'll have to pick it up on third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Harvey.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Second and inches. They send Sutton in motion. Again, it's Harvey. Big opening up the middle. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
It's a gain of 20.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
First and goal at the
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. To throw is Nix. Good blocking, and he's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos get back in it. It is 21-7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They go play action now. Here's Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll bring up second down. A run up the middle with Cook. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Bills first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
And the Bills first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. Jaquan McMillan in on the stop.
Brings up second and 7.
From the 41, here's second down and 7. The design run here for Allen. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
To the air on third down, here's Allen. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the gun, here is, and he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito, getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Allen to throw on third and long. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and We'll see if that was it right there.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. On the return, here's Mims. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
This one, fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, The receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down. Once again, it's Cook. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. So now they'll throw it with Allen. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Here's Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
2nd down. Nix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
is taken at his own 30. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Allen. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. He's got it! A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. A big-time play for the Broncos. An even 40 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big-time play for the Broncos. 38 yards.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerability.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tyler Bidet, touchdown Broncos. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos Broncos are able to edge a bit closer.
Score Bills 27, Broncos 14.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 35 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Buffalo.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 2nd down, Allen. Quick slant into the hands of Shakir. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Second and a yard. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. The second down throw is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bills offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
39-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. On the return, here's Mims. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. It's Harvey. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
A couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
He runs with it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. A run with Harvey. He'll push forward here down to about the 27. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On 1st and goal, Harvey to the 5-yard line.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
The ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Now Nick's going to look to throw. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And that's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Yeah, so you can see the screenplay. The timing was just out of whack from the jump. So the key is, Mike, the running back has to stay in phase with his offensive line. If one of them gets out too fast or too slow, the back and the blocking don't marry up. And you see that's why he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Going to give it to Cook. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle.
The 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Allen will throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
He's going to run it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He'll run the draw with Cook. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Allen. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Straight ahead goes Harvey. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. A run once more. That's Harvey. Breathing room up past the 15. Look at him go! Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 98 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Lutz for the extra point. It's up and good. Broncos are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Broncos 24. Will Lutz.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem. And plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Crazy. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Allen now off the bootleg. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the 1st half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here is Allen. He's got it at the 7. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal, Buffalo.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. Prater to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will extend this third quarter lead.
Broncos 24.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The play fake. Here's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Play action now. It's Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Broncos.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On the give, this is Harvey. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Denver first down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
They'll take this down to the 23. Matt Milano there to stop him.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
Throwing is Nix. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
That one taken in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Broncos 31.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up second and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, Josh Allen. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Bills first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by Knox. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, throw here for Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Allen gonna throw for it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he is gonna have the Bills first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Now Allen on first down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
Play action. It's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bills will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. On the return, here's Mims. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Handoff now for Harvey. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Christian Benford brings him down.
Third down and 9.
Third and 9. They'll throw. It's Nix. Going up top. That's caught. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 43 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. Toss, right side, that's Harvey. And he's into the end zone yet again. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of his 2nd half. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Lutz for the extra point. He gets it to go. Broncos are back within 6.
Makes the score Bills 44, Broncos 38.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return, here comes Davis. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, it's Allen. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
Open man, left side, he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. 1st down, Buffalo.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
Tackle by P.J. Watt. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2. Allen will give this to Davis. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Allen working from the pistol. Got his man at the 6. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
That's good for a Bills 1st down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. On the return, here's Mims. Ooh. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. We'll go play action with Hicks. That's to the rookie out of Illinois, Pat Bryant. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
Nix now on 1st and 10. That is caught. What a throw. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos will cut it to a 2-point lead.
The score, Bills 47, Broncos 45.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. First down, it's Davis. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
Nick Bonito on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On play action, Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
17 yards.
A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
17 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. from the 48-yard line. Here's second down and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's first and 10.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Back-to-back, gains of 10 yards, and back-to-back first downs.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
There's that man again. Another catch. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
He takes off, and he will power his way into the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Buffalo. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Yeah. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That one's incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Second down, Nix. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Nix from the gun on third down. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Broncos.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
41. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. On the bootleg, it's Nix. That's swung out to Harvey. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and
I think the
8.
days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Throwing is Nix. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On the handoff, it's Davis. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll go again with Davis. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
It is brought in the end zone. Khalil Shakir, touchdown Bills. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Matt Prater
So
set
now,
to kick
Prater,
off.
after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Broncos
Back
take
onto the
over
field
first and
comes
10
the Denver
at their
offense.
own 28-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one.
Second and 12.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
Well, it's no secret what's happening here, Mike. They need points, and they need points quick. The best way to get them is through the deep ball, but obviously the defense is prepared for it. So, again, they're going to continue to play deep, force you to throw the ball underneath, and make you go the long way.
Throw it. Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Denver first down.
That's good.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Greg Russo getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. The Bills offense and veteran Brandon Cooks getting set for this next possession. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Here's Alex. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And that one incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here is Allen. A pass taken in by Johnson. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
It's 4th down.
The Bills bringing on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Off he goes. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Here's Nix to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just one here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game.
52.
That scored too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Past midfield. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Down to an 8, and that should do it. So a road win here for the Bills. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.